All right, so again, for number 2 that we're going to try, it says a letter tile is chosen randomly. Find the probability of each event. Write each answer as a fraction, percent, and decimal. So today, part of your assignment will be this. You will need to write what it is that you want to have happen. So you write capital P, and I know this setup isn't easy for it. On your assignment, there's more space for this. The event that I want to have happen is that I either pick an S, a V, or an L. All right? So again, the top number is how many possible outcomes that would that are favorable, as in they would help me win whatever I'm trying to win. So how many S, V, and L's are there up here? So how many do we have? 3. How many total letters are up here, including the S, V, and the L? Total. Yeah. 9. All right. Now, underneath, I want you to write a capital P, and now I want the fraction reduced. All right. So, what is 3/9 reduced to?
1/3.
Yep, 1/3. Now, at this point of life, we should know what 1/3 is as a decimal. Does anyone know? Yeah.
As a decimal.
Or a decimal percent. Yeah, it's 0.3 repeating. So this is really what it came up to be, 0.3333, and it just kept going on and on and on. So that would be fine as your decimal. So if you wanted to write that 0.3, and then would you leave it as a 3, or would you bump that up to a 4? What would you do? Yeah.
Leave it as a 3.
Yeah, leave it as a 3, because if you think about it, the 3 keeps it the same. It doesn't bump it up. Secondly, what would that be as a percent? Rounded to the nearest whole percent. Yep.
33%.
Yeah, 33%. So, your final answer would have to have the capital P equals, and then the fraction reduced of 1/3, the percent, which is 33%, and then your decimal of it, which is 0.33. Most of the problems on your assignment are ones that I expect you to start to know the fraction. So you really shouldn't have to do the dividing, the long division, because we need to start just knowing those fractions. It'll make your life a little easier. The next one, which a lot of kids are having questions on, it says the probability of choosing a go back 1 space card in a board game is 25%. So you have a bunch of little cards. When you flip one over, you look at it. If it says go back 1 space, you have a 25% chance of picking one of those cards. Describe the complement of this event and find its probability. So we want to know the probability of what? The complement of picking one of these. So does anyone know what the complement of that is? It's basically picking what? Any other card, as long as what? It doesn't say. Yeah. So some people would write, I know the answer key said the complement of selecting a go back 1 space card is selecting any other card than that. Or maybe a non go back 1 space. Or any other card but go back 1 space. All right. So we just basically don't want one of these. All right. Now, if we want to know if this is 25%, what is left over? Who said I could kind of hear it whispered? What is it?
75.
Yeah, because you're basically taking the 100%, minusing the 25% for the go back 1 space, and you're left with 75%. Meaning it's 75% chance. What is that as a decimal? Does anyone know?
0.75.
Okay, I'm going to erase this. Sorry, guys. So we would be with 0.75. 0.75. And then, does anyone know what that is as a fraction? 75% or 75/100ths? Yeah.
3/4.
Very good. 3/4. So you have a 3/4 chance of not selecting that type of card. So the complementary event, or the complement, is like kind of like the opposite, or all of it but that event.